Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Lakia Monet, and you are watching my playlist, Lakia Budgets, where I am baby stepping my way toward a more simplified life. This does include my financial journey toward financial peace and financial freedom. If you are a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for your continued support. I really appreciate you, and I do not take your time and your consistency and presence for granted. If you are new, then welcome. And I appreciate you for being here as well. Hopefully you will see something that will inspire you and help you along your own journey, and that you will consider subscribing and letting me be a part of your journey. In this video, I will be doing a paycheck budget for the third paycheck of March, and just doing the breakdown of the variable expenses, which will be the expenses that I will be cash stuffing on the following video. So if you are interested, then stick around. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, as you can see, I used the Elevated Life Co-Budget Book 2023. And the date of this next paycheck, oh, just a disclaimer before I get started, that stomping noise that you hear or the banging noise is my kids upstairs. They are having a good time. So please excuse the background noise. But this is real life budgeting. So the date of the third paycheck, which is the magic paycheck of March, yay, is March the 30th. Okay, or 31st for Thursday and Friday paychecks. So the income is going to be paycheck number 3. I don't go into detail about the income for me and my husband, and also I do not go into the detail of the exact amounts of our monthly bills. I do get into the variable expenses, which is mostly what I focus on. But let me get my cheat sheet. And first we have the internet, which is actually due on the 30th of this month. All the rest of the bills for the fixed expenses you will see will actually be due the first half of April. So that is the internet. And then next we have mortgage. Yay for mortgage. A place to live. And then we have water, which is also the first. And then the second, we have a subscription. It's a piano subscription. And then after that is another subscription. I do yoga. Love yoga. And then we have phones. Okay, so we just got a renewed plan, which is such a blessing, because our bill for our phone is now going to be $100 less, which has been something that we have been wanting to address for a long time. And if you know how life can be and how difficult it can be to actually make a plan, stick to it, and follow through, then give me a thumbs up if you really understand, or just in the comments say amen or I understand, or I feel you, something like that, because it can be such a challenge sometimes coming up with ideas to address the problems we see. That's one piece of it, but then actually following through. So this is a huge celebration for me and my husband to just make that happen. And guess what? We got a babysitter. And we had something else planned, but then right after that thing that we had planned, we went and got our phones. It's a lot, but we did it, and I'm so grateful. So that is an extra $100 that we will get to see represented more in our budget to help us toward our goal. We have giving next. And I think that's it for the fixed expenses. And so, as you know, I would total up all the fixed expenses the budgeted amount and then put it here. And then I would subtract the total income from the total fixed expense amount, and then I would get the remaining amount. And that remaining amount would then be subtracted, or we would use this to subtract the variable expenses from the remaining amounts. Okay, so let's move on to the meat and potatoes of this video, which is our variable expenses. And so first up is always sustenance. We need to eat to live. So groceries. We have been consistently just doing $400 to $500 every 2 weeks, which for me was a lot, but we just been doing it and it's been realistic. So we're sticking to that for now, and as time goes on, we will continue to see if we can bring that down. Although I know inflation is affecting everyone, everything is more expensive now. I know a lot of people are saying that, but it is true. So we have groceries. Next we have toiletries. You gotta, use the bathroom and brush your teeth and floss and all that. So that is going to be $20 this time. And then we have gas, which is $30. And thankfully, my husband and I both work from home, so we don't have a whole lot of traveling. But this used to be a lot more when we both worked outside of the home. And then also it was even more when we both worked in different cities than where we lived. And we also lived in a place where we had to go through a tunnel and do tolls. So this is just a huge relief as well. So by the way, we did have to just pay a toll too. That's just random. I just realized that. And I had it in our budget this month, which was a blessing because it was money that was just in the bank just for whenever it was going to happen. Because I was thinking, we haven't gotten charged for tolls in a long time, but sometimes we go out of this city to another city that has tolls. So over time that adds up. And so I'm glad that money was there in the account. So we have gas, and then next we have allowance. And then after that is home. We're gonna do a little bit more home this time. We are running out of a lot. I used to more consistently just get a lot of cleaning supplies and things like that. And then I noticed that I had so much, and we would go through Grove Collaborative, but we haven't gotten a Grove box in a few months since I started doing this channel. And I've been taking out the cash and just going to the store and actually just buying what we need for the week. And that has literally been such a blessing because we've been able to use up all of the extra stuff that we have. And now we're running out of toilet bowl cleaner. I mean, I think we had oh my gosh, so much toilet bowl cleaner, so much tub and towel cleaner, just so much stuff. And sometimes I would order more, not knowing what we had. And, so yeah, this has helped that to just freeze that. But we will likely, I will want to get a Grove box soon. And even if we don't, get it this time, at least we can just spend some of it in person in the store and then just save up for the next Grove box. Because I do like Grove. I mean, the cleaning products are they're such a blessing. The smell, there's the toilet bowl cleaner is lavender and bergamot, and that mixture is just everything. It doesn't smell bleach and stuff in the house, which is what we used growing up. So anyway, home is getting a little bit more this time. Kids is going to get the same amount as usual. Beauty is, at first I wasn't going to give Beauty anything this time, but I decided to just go ahead and give Beauty $20 because I'm pretty sure there's stuff that we need that I don't even remember. I just want to have that just in case. Fun, we'll get just a little bit this time. Again, $10. Gifts. We have one more sibling this month, and her birthday is actually on the 31st. So I'm keeping that in the account though, because she lives in another state, so I'll be sending that by Cash App. Next is clothing, and that is going to get $20. After clothing is our buffer, which is very high on the list of priority right now, just for peace of mind and to make this work well. If there's things online that we need to get, but we don't have time to go and get money, or if we don't have time to deposit the money in the account before we actually spend it. And then just having that in the account just like makes me feel so much better. My husband too. I think it's funny because over the years we've learned so much more about each other than we knew before, and having kids has taught us things that sometimes we didn't even know about ourselves, because as a married couple, we were married for 3 years before we had any kids, and before that we dated for 4 years. So we just have had a lot of our adult lives just like I think our whole 20s. Yeah, our first baby was when I was 29, and then I turned 30 the next month. So yeah, we learned a lot. Kids definitely teach you a lot. So buffer is going to be $500 this time. And then emergency, which is another thing that I personally have had a hard time saving up for. I'm not a saver. My husband is a saver, but I am also a person who really likes to, do the budget and do it in numbers. So this is like a good coming together for us. I was kind of that person who would just be like, oh yeah, we have this going on this week. Oh yeah, we have like a few $100s, we can handle it. And so it would just be like that for, for years. But then, with more responsibility, it's best to plan ahead and to be to just be situated for success, as opposed to like just being reactive. So this is a way of being proactive. So this is baby step 1 of the financial peace baby steps, and that is to save $1,000 fast. It's taken us a while, but we have had emergencies along the way, which we've been addressing. And so anyway, this week we are contributing $450 to that. And I'm not trying to, not celebrate, but if you've watched our videos before, then you know that right now we have 550. So that means that we will be at 1,000. So we will have reached our goal on this week if we can make that happen. We don't have any emergencies come up. So I'm excited, and we'll see what happens. House saving is going to be $80. And this one doesn't come out either. It stays in the account because we are currently using that for lawn care, which we get done every 2 weeks. And then next is date, and that's the last one. And this time we're just going to give that $10. And then when I total all this, I got a total of $1,845. And I have credit card, loan, bank loan, and student loan. This feels really weird. And you know why? Because this is all changed because of the paycheck that we're like, how the paychecks are going to be now that the magic month is here. Because I was like, what are we doing student loan? And it's the end of the month. But by the time it's time to like pay the student loan, it'll be it'll be like the next paycheck. Right. So anyway, that's the full budget breakdown. Let's go ahead and flip over so we can do the paycheck denomination breakdown. And the first category, remember I gotta skip this line. Last time I wrote it in the wrong line. The first one is grocery. Okay, I had to get my cheat sheets closer. Next is toiletries. Then is gas. Oh, I've skipped over. Let me do the total amount. So groceries is $500, toiletries is $20, gas is $30, allowance. I'm taking out the full amount this time. 100. Home is 40. Kids is 40. Beauty is 20. Fun is 10. Gifts is not going to get anything this time because it's staying in the account. Clothing is 20. Buffer, okay. I'm keeping the buffer in the account this time too, y'all. And then emergency is $450. House savings is staying in there, and then date, we are taking that out because these are the things that sometimes I will forget about and then just spend it and it won't be there anymore. And then so when we total all this, it should equal $1,265. Okay. So now let's break this down. So far, I've really liked, my husband has liked this too, I think, 2 $100 bills. And so that's 200. And then we should let's do 4 50s, right? Because that's 100, 200, 300, 400. And then 520s is 500. And then toiletries, we'll do 120. Gas, we'll do 120 and 110. Allowance, we will do, I'm going to just do 250s. Let's see, home is going to be 220s. And then kids will be 220s. Beauty will be 120. Fun will be 110. Clothing will be 120. Emergency, oh my gosh, will be 4 100s and 150. And then date will be 110. All right, when we add the grocery $100 bills, or the bills, sorry, for 100s, it's 2 and then 6. So the total bill quantity is 6. For the 50s, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. For 20s, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For 10s, it's 3. And for 5s, I feel like I'm missing something. Something isn't right. Why did I get 265? Okay, I did something wrong. I wonder if I accidentally added, all right, we'll see how much we actually got here. Okay, so this might be wrong, but I believe this will be right. Okay, because we don't have any zeros or ones. So 6 times 100 is 600. And y'all know I'm working on a calculator eventually, but we got to focus on one thing at a time. For me, my brain needs one thing at a time. And that thing is emergencies. And then let's see. So then we have 7 for the 50s. So that would be 350. And then 13, it should be 260. I don't know why I was so scared to do that in my head, but, and then this should be 30. And so, yeah, that's what happened. Okay. All right, so basically what happened is I accidentally added gifts when I did this, because that would be $25 more. So when I added this up off camera, I accidentally added up the gifts, but gifts is not gonna be here. So now we are accurate. We got $1,240 for the total amount of money, and then $1,240 over here. So we got it, and we are all set. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you for just spending this time with me. My little bookmark came out. It really does help me, y'all, and I hope it helps you too. Just knowing that on Mondays we can budget together or cash stuff together, and just having that day set aside, that 15 to 30 minutes set aside to focus consistently. It just makes all the difference, and with more consistency, of course, it'll be even less time. And so if you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this, and also content from other creators on YouTube who are doing similar things in a different way, in a different stage, using a different plan and strategies. And you can just benefit from that. And I would also encourage you as well to definitely consume information and learn from everybody that you see, which is great. It's a blessing that we have the internet and that we have community like this. I know for me, I'm very inspired and encouraged and appreciative of this community. And so in that vein, consumption is great. Consuming the videos, watching them and learning and being inspired is great. Also creating is just, it gives legs and life to that inspiration. And so if you want your life to change, if I want my life to change, then we change it by creating and by taking our steps. And so that's what we're doing here. We are definitely becoming inspired by each other. They're being each other's accountability. But the real joy comes in taking the next step. And so what is your next step? Let me know in the comments, and put a purple heart in the comments as well if you made it to the end. So yeah, for me, my next step is to stuff that $450 into emergencies and reach that $1,000 goal. And I'll be so excited to just do that, to celebrate, and then hopefully get a cute little placeholder to put in there, and then deposit that into a high yield savings account, which we still have, but it's just not had much in it for the past few months. But we're just going to put that in and just let that start building and let that just be there for emergencies. So that's the next step, or 2 or 3 for us. Let me know what your next step is. And thank you so much again for watching, for being here, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely spring week, even though I'll see you again in a week. But yeah, enjoy your spring. Peace.